All right. I've had some conversations with my friends, and I want you guys to decide, is President Joe Biden racist?
The confidential portions of your staff memo, they brought to your attention the allegation that important legislators in defeating the Nunes plan in the basement said, quote, "We already have a mayor and we don't need any more big shots." And
I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
As Attorney General, a year in Iraq, came back, and that's one of the things that he finds was most in need. When he was over there in Iraq for a year, people would come to him and talk about what was happening to them at home in terms of foreclosures, in terms of bad loans that were these Shylocks who took advantage of these women and men while overseas. Just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
He's blaming everything on China. He's blaming everything on the Chinese. He's blaming everything, and people don't make a distinction, as you well know, from a South Korean and someone from Beijing. They make no distinction. It's Asia. And that's the way he's just using it as a wedge.
Come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Well, what do you think? I tell you, it's got me thinking, because it's like, I know that 90% of the black vote, 90% of registered black voters voted for President Joe Biden. So I don't know. I can't figure that out. I've had this conversation a lot with a lot of my friends who are not of the same color as me. And a number of them did not know about what Joe Biden said. So he also did a eulogy for Strom Thurmond. And you can look up for yourself on that Democrat what his background is. MustangMedic. I guess it's an opinion piece, but it's also a report because it's right out of Joe Biden's mouth. What do you guys think? Thanks.